Um. Okay. There, there, there. Think we did it. I'm chugging water like it's my actual job. I think I'm at leader number 3.5 now. And I'm starting to think that I may be over consuming water. But while I was working out, brother, holy, I have never, like, I have sweated that much in my life before. Namely, every single other day that I've been working out in this heat. But it was kind of extreme. Maybe it's because today was more like a quote-unquote cardio. It was like it's cardio and core. So like that kind of, it requires more motion, so to speak. And I got cooked. I have to admit. I also need to like figure out a solution to the French heat soon. What up, brother? What up? Because if I walk around in Disney without a hat, my like balding ass, I will die. I will probably lose the remaining hair I have just right there in the heat. Bam, it's gone. And that would mean I would need to wear a hat. And I look insanely stupid with a hat. So it's like, do I either become prematurely bald or do I look stupid with a hat? No, you have no clue. I look absolutely abysmal with a hat. Yeah, I would need to get the right kind of hat in around 24 hours, starting now. That would like a giga chat on that and a monocle. yeah, maybe I should do that. I already have like part of that costume. I have. I already have like a stopwatch that like opens like this with the time. So I already have part of the disguise, you know? I can like attach it here and it's like, seems to be, yeah, I'm locked in on that. Let's continue this charade, shall we? Of inting other people's dungeons. Indubitably? Wait, I think that's a word that I had to look up some time back, and I think I wrote it down. Wait. Isn't it like without doubt or something? No, it's not on my... I have sticky notes with like English words on them, like incongruous, and then with the translation in my language, and then with like a sentence for words I encounter that I don't know in books and in conversations. I thought indubitably was part of that, but it's not. Where did we have to go again? Main quests. I don't have the main quest. Yeah, I like it. I do have to admit though, there are some words, like when I'm reading an older book, because I'm currently, you know, reading Lord of the Rings. It has some words in there that I don't know, and I look them up, and they're so specific, and then you see that they haven't been used, like, at all in 40 years, and you're like, you know what, I think I'm just gonna skip that one and not write it down. Sorry, Tolkien, but at a random word, it's okay for me. Wait, oh, I can click here. Ravenia. 606 gil. You're robbing me. Clicking. Oh, that's my plugin thing. Never mind. Oh yeah, I arrived here. Yeah, true. Yeah, true. Well, Lee. Gotta be honest. Kind of forgot. So this was the place that the dragons and people live together. Yeah. That's where I am. Read everything post Urianger translation. I'm gonna be like an absolute buffoon here. Urianger. What the hell is Urianger? Oh, Urianger is the guy that... Yeah, okay. That's... Holy damn, it's the guy from the Scions. I know. I don't think he's been... I don't think he has shown up, like, in a long time. Gonna be honest. I mostly read the cutscenes, like these, and I skip like the text that doesn't get a cutscene. It's like my strat at the moment, which has worked fine so far. Now that we have scaled the mountain, there remains the problem of finding the dragon himself. No, yeah, you don't feel pressure to chat. What manner of creature is that? That's a mascot, holy! It's the Mog Station guy. It's a Moggle. If that's the actual name. Arity, do my eyes deceive me? Or was that a Moogle? Oh, I was so close! It's a Moogle, not a Muggle. Oh. Why am I like in shock? It was my understanding that they only dwelt within the Twelveswood. I certainly never expected to see one in the churning mists. If the Moogle does live here, however, he may know where the dragon makes his lair. Quickly now, before we lose the creature completely. He's also the only one running. Poor guy. No one else thinks it's worth running. Holy damn, this is dark. Is this normal? Is it even... Yeah, you can see it on stream, I think. Oh, damn. Oh. Yeah, he's gone. I noticed. Moghome. Holy clavicular lives here. Oh. Okay. They make trees out of their own fur. You sense that concealing magics are at work. Wow. 25 yams to the northeast. 43 yams. 29 yams to the east. Where the hell is it? Oh, wait. No, I have no clue. Let's just survey here. Yeah, these are Mughals. Estinian. Come here, brother. Okay. Oh, I can go up here. It's here, right? Like, yeah. We got it. So you are an Aether Current here? The Churning Mists here. Perfect. I don't mind these Aether Currents, to be honest. Okay. No, that's not a better weapon, is it? No, it's the exact same. Oh, but it doesn't matter because it means I can finally have a weapon that doesn't look stupid as shit. Please, yes, give me it. He said about the weapon. Confound it. Could we but enlist the aid of one of the local Mughals? I am certain the dragon would not elude us for long. Though the eye enables me to sense the presence of dragons, I can only identify nidhoggs with any certainty. We could wander the mist for days and not know if we were any closer to his brute brother. And those are days we cannot well afford to squander. Shall we divide our forces then? Lady Isael, might I ask you to question any dragons whom you judge it safe to approach? I shall try, yet I fear that the influence of Nidhogg's rage shall render most of the Dravanians in the area deaf to reason. And what of you, Master Alphinaud? I have not yet given up on the Mughals. Eredy, come with me to Gridania. I mean to petition the aid of the Mughal kin in the Tweleswood. After the business with the Mughal Bog, I dare say they will be glad to help us. Oh man, I just came from there. Assuming you have no need of me, I shall remain here. Nidhogg senses both the loss of his consort and the coming of the Eye, and his attention is firmly fixed in this direction. I mean to do what I can to hold his gaze, in the hope that I might delay any action against Ishgard. Thank you, Estinian. Come then, Eredy, let us make haste to Gridania, and rendezvous at Nofia's altar. Ah, but I neglected to tell you. There is an aetheryte of ancient construction here, which should make the return journey less arduous. Pray do not forget to use it. Arduous, I think it is, not ardocious. I do think ardocious is an actual word though. I don't know how to spell it. Ardocious. Arduous. Okay, no, I just have no clue what I'm on about. Arduous. Okay, arduous. What's ardocious then? Arduous? Wait. Can I... Conjugation. It is... it is not a verb. Okay. Please don't... You don't have to call me stupid, Google AI, but thank you. Okay. No, that's foundation. Oh, that's 600 gil. You're robbing me. But I do want that weapon. Oh wow, a new quest from one of these? I'm just not gonna accept any of these. That's how we do it. Okay. Here I am, Alphinaud. Give it to me straight. Or not. I have to go to the plant lady. The plant's here. Yeah, this isn't voice act, as you can tell. I bid you welcome, friends. The Admiral spoke of having met with you, but 'tis no less of a relief to see you safe and hail with my own eyes. We humbly thank you for agreeing to receive us upon such short notice, my lady, and all for you have done for us in our absence. Would that it were solely to express our gratitude that we came to you this day. Alas, the tide of battle yet dictate our comings and goings. Elder seats here, we would beg your wisdom in a manner that may finally bring an end to the Dragon Song War. Speak on, friend. Okay. We are not allowed to hear the conversation. I see. So you seek a means to contact the Mughals of the Churning Mists. Kupopo? I say Kupo. Okay. Greetings, Kuplokop. To what do we owe the pleasure of your company? I was struck by the sudden urge to bring you some fruit, Kan-e, and I'm jolly glad I did. Tell me more about these Mughals in the sky, Kupo. I will gladly tell you all I know, though it amounts to precious little. We encountered a Mughal high in the clouds of Dravania and had hoped that you and your kin in the Twelveswood might agree to facilitate a meeting. Pray correct me if I'm mistaken, Kuplo, but there are legends, are there not, which speak of Mughals who dwelled beyond the clouds? Indeed there are, Kupo. Long, long ago, back when the world was still young, they say my ancestors served the gods up in the heavens. Of course, that was before their master took the bickering like spoiled children. Took bickering. Ah yes, the tale of good King Mogul Mog the 12th. He is revered for holding fast to a rope of miraculous length that his subjects might climb down from the sky and escape to the world below. Ignoring the more fanciful aspects of the tale, it may well be that Kuplo's ancestors had hailed from the churning mists. Given how long his kin have resided in the Twelveswood, it is perfectly possible that the details of their history have faded into myth. Indeed, Master Elfinaud, such stories oft contain a measure of truth. It is like that the Mughals of the Churning Mist tell similar tales of the world below. I can well imagine why the one you encountered fled at your approach. Oh, fleeing second nature to us. We often hide when the larger races come tramping to the forest. Of course, where there's one Mughal, there's bound to be more. These are like weird-ass animals, I do have to admit. It's a cat with bat wings and a lanternfish angler. That's weird. Lanternfish? No, that's not the name of it, right? It's an anglerfish, I think. Which is why I've decided to take a trip to the clouds, Kupo. They surely won't be afraid to talk to me. I was hoping you might say that, Master Kuplo. You will accompany us then? Just to try and stop me, Kupo? I'll admit the thought of venturing outside the Twelveswood is a bit unsettling, but I can hardly refuse a chance to meet my distant cousins. Do these things die, like, of age? If you will have me, I too will accompany you on this venture, and lend my voice to your cause as an ambassador of Gridania. Who invited, bro? You're not invited. My lady, are you quite certain? How oft has our nation turned to the signs of the Seventh Dawn in its hour of need? How oft have we asked the Warrior of Lights to risk her life to save our own? Full many times, I say to you, and never have they refused us. Thus do I choose this day to offer mine aid to our allies for the good of the realm. Everyone's around is like, bro, what are you on about? Is this not just? Okay. As most unexpected and most welcome offer, Elder seats here. You would be honored by your presence. Bro. Sure. Let's say we are. Heh. Cooling thing has to like actually be pointed at me or we will not be surviving this. It needs to lock in here. I'm gonna be honest, I kinda wanna reorganize my buttons. Because I think that's fair, you know? I think it's fair that I want to reorganize them. So, what do we do? I think that mouse button 3 for my tank stance. And maybe a little bit brain dead. That's my thought. But I'm used to it from World of Warcraft, so that's a problem. Infuriate on M4. I can live with that, I do have to admit. You know what? Let's just make stance a shift 5er. Why you ask? Because I don't know. You, Berserk. I'm placing you on yeah, bird, I get it. I'm placing you on mouse button 3. I think that's a good one. Is it though? Because that's my mount button and I may fat finger the shift. The problem is I always place my mount on shift mouse button 3. I think you on shift mouse button 5 would actually be better. Just by the nature of the ability. I think I can work with that. It's a little bit of a shuffle around. Wait, to be honest, you should be on shift X and you can be on shift Z. That way I can place my AoE shit on my thingies, can I not? Shift 1, shift 2 or something? With this? What am I trying to cook here? Why am I trying to cook this? Well, that way I can place Infuriate on E. Which I do have to admit is a good button for it. And I can place Berserk on shift mouse button 4, shift mouse button 5 maybe. Hold on, I may have cooked. Yeah, see, I mean this is doable. I can still move to the side then forward like this. Okay, don't get me wrong, it may be. I think that's decent. Like, I should not have a defensive on shift 2, you know? That just does not sit right with me. But like, this is a divert stuff. This should probably on shift Q, because that's the opposite of a provoke. Yeah, let's do it like that. I will probably like take me some time to get used to though. But we will figure it out, as they say. Should be figured out pretty quickly, if I do have to admit myself. Okay, so where do we go? We go. Oh yeah, I do not care about the joke boy stuff. Okay, well, it's obviously not through here. It's obviously just back into the hole. I don't know what I'm about. $58. I'm not missing like an ability, am I? I am. I'm missing equilibrium. I'm gonna keep it back here. I do not care. So onslaught and upheaval are my instant cast in between stuff. There's no way that's another. Wait, this is just raw intuition but better. That's annoying because that's another that is another shield thingy. Inner chaos. Oh, that's a fell cleave thingy. Inner release. Change into primal wrath. What's inner release? Bloodwell. Wait, bloodwell thing. Wait, your and your something different? What the hell? What's orogeny? Okay, primal rend. Granted by inner release. I forgot what inner release was. Oh, that's okay. Okay. Yeah, it's something alright. It's something alright. Let's just act like I know what's going on here. Cause yeah. How would I ever use Steel Cyclone when Decimate is an option? But these are not evolutions of each other. And Steel Cyclone, oh, because it's the evolution of. Okay, I really need to like stop I need to stop reading my abilities. Because I'm just gonna confuse myself. I'm not smart enough. Well met, Warrior of Light. Nidhogg has not stirred, but he watches us, unblinking. I explained that the Elder Seedseer's here. The Elder Seedseer herself answers your call, and there is naught to do but wait. True. Now give me my weapon, okay. You're here, Artie. What's up? Greetings, my friends. I am happy to report that our journey was mercifully uneventful, devoid as the road was of Dravanians. It would seem the dragons have abandoned some isle for the churning mists. Elder Seedseer, may I present to you Sir Estinien, Ishgard's Azure Dragoon. It is an honor to meet you, Sir Estinien. I have heard many tales of your order's extraordinary skills and courage. That's a majestic bow. Friends, I feel it only right to inform you that we are not alone. The Mughals are all around us even as we speak, and I should imagine they are more than a little concerned by the horde of strangers that have descended upon their home. Mayhaps now would be an opportune moment to introduce ourselves. Maybe. This should serve. You're hiding, of course, but there are not so many, Kupo. I am Kan Esena. My companions and I have braved the long road from the Twelves Wood to share a word with you. On this occasion of our first meeting, we bring an offering of light and wind. That's our offering, absolutely nothing. Aura. With this. That's the quietest thing I've ever heard in my life. Oh, it's such a gentle and pleasing glow, Kupo. Wait, I'm gonna test something. No, okay. I am Moglin, the chieftain of this Mughal clan. He's Moglin? Chieftain Moglin. It's an honor to meet you. Greetings, I am Kuplokop, an ambassador of the 12-foot Mughals. A Mughal from the world below? Your hide is of a different hue, but that palm is unmistakable. I might need a moment here, Kupo. My companions were no less surprised to learn of your existence here amongst the clouds. I hope they did not startle you overmuch in their eagerness to make your acquaintance. Full well I cannot imagine your wariness. I am told the men have not walked here in nigh on 1,000 winters. Mayhaps you will forgive them their forwardness when I unfold to you the grave matter which first brought them into your midst. My companions crave an audience with the great worm Hrasvelger, that they might negotiate an end to their war twixt man and dragon. An end to the war, you say? I trust you, Kane Sena. The light of peace shines brightly within your soul. But I am afraid the same cannot be said of your friends. To be plain, we did not hide ourselves because they were the first of your kind to be seen here in 1,000 years. Well, not only because of that. We hid because we smelled the dragon blood. These skies are home to many, many dragons. While some crave peace, such as Hrasvelger, many others crave the opposite, such as Nidhogg. Suffice it to say, we are worried that the presence of your blood-spattered warrior friends will attract the attention of the nastier kind and invite destruction into our happy homes. I know shit. Now, just a moment, chieftain. Everybody here may have been doled out the odd thrashing or two, but it's always been for a really good reason. She is a champion of the 12-wood Mughals, and I will not hear her good name slandered. Now, Ambassador, let's not ruffle each other's fur. I shall, of course, take your testimony into consideration. If I may, Chieftain, there is little room for trust twixt strangers. Might we not take this opportunity to learn more about each other? An excellent suggestion, Kupo. In the interest of fostering friendship and keeping an eye on you, I extend to you the hospitality of Mogholm. Prove yourself worthy of our assistance, and it will be yours. I shall be watching, Kupo. I don't know why I keep saying this Kupo part, but I don't know. Is that the quest? Nah. I'm like thinking about my buttons here, right? And it really feels like I'm inting. Like shift 1, shift 2 for my rotation. That feels so wrong. Like, you don't even want to know how wrong that feels. But like, I'm approaching a problem here. I don't have any consistency in my stuff at all. Which probably comes to the surprise of absolutely no one, by the way. You know what? This is basically that. Now I have C and X free. Which are... And of course my mouse buttons. Yeah, maybe that will work. Because those are some good buttons. Also have G left. Okay, so what do I have to click? Oh, the K. Moglu. Oh, sorry. Okay, give me my axe. And let me see if it looks any better. Oh, yeah. That's in the bag. That is in the bag. Reassign gear. Do I have the salute emote? Yeah, you like the portrait? It's my pledge to Gridania. Okay. These are the weapons for the other classes. Yeah, which we will not be playing. What the fuck? Yeah, we will not be playing a single other class, but thank you. I am fully locked in into warrior. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I'm guessing there will be an emote, but I'm gonna be honest, I forgot. Oh, here. Is there a sheet emote? Is that not how you spell it? To, like, you know, put your weapon away or grab it. There is, because the moment I get that one, I will use that one. But I don't think I have it. No, I don't think I have it. Well, I will get it at some point. I'm guessing. Wow. Purchase the items ballroom etiquette. Easily at ease. Proceed emote and ballroom etiquette / draw. Draw emote. Okay, now we are talking like in Dwarven or something like that. I have no clue what it means. The items ballroom etiquette easily at ease and the ballroom etiquette / draw. What? What is that? Where does one buy these thingies? Yeah, exactly. Thank you for the quest. And how quickly did you find it out? Are you just like an insanely fast? You're like WoW glyphs. I see. Consumable items, yeah, okay. Consumable items that give you the emotes. I see. Your comparison to WoW glyphs is funny because you bring up a mechanic from Wrath of the Lich King, which got like removed in Mist of Pandaria or something like that. I think it got removed in like Mist of Pandaria. It maybe it's WoD that it got removed, which is funny because most modern WoW players probably don't know. They're still back. They're back in retail. Glyphs are back. Wait, huh? How is that possible? I played a little bit of Midnight and I never noticed. Wait, like what? They augment certain abilities. What? Glyphs. Midnight. Oh yeah. Those. Yeah. I remember. I have a glyph of in mob for my druid form where I turn into like the story version of myself so that I don't turn into an animal. Yeah, Tome of Cat polymorphs like this. Yeah, true. but like the actual glyph system that changed the way your abilities played and boosted them and stuff, like in Wrath of the Lich King, that of course does not exist anymore. Yeah, Glyph of the Stars, I think is the name of the Druid glyph. Yeah, I may be 20 years old, but I am a boomer in the minds of WoW lore. I have no clue where that enemy would be, so let's just do the other quests first. Hello. So I do this. Okay, that was the wrong button. I had to press 1. And then I would do that. Okay, yeah. And then I do this. Okay. That's okay. New keybinds, do this. Okay, and then I had to press E again. Okay, no. Okay, I'm starting to get it. This will go fine. I need some adjusting period time, but I will figure it out. Okay. There's another one. That'll cleave his ass. 100k. Okay. That's... wait. 100k MGP. MGP? No. What's MGP? MGP. Mandervale Golden Saucer Points. I have 100. We are almost there. Yeah. Wait, what's the report to Moghug? Oh, that's just to go back. Obtain, okay. Obtain Springs of Cloud Breath. What is that? Oh, it's against a tree. I see, I see. Can do that. Daily weekly quests that give you 10k and 30k. Okay, okay. That's good. Okay. If I ever want those, I can like probably... I can do them. If I'm in the mood sometime. Maybe when I play this game a little bit more. Because the moment you start grinding items just for looks, you know you're like kind of hooked, you know? And I don't want to admit that yet. And I know I'm not the brightest cookie here, but... Where's the... How do I get up? Okay, like this. Cloud breath, yeah. Okay. And then I need one more, which would of course be an annoying place to go around on foot. I'm gonna be honest. This is like this is like a fly zone. You can already tell. No, I'm out of the area. And I can jump down. Okay. What the hell? This stone has found means to defy gravity. What a goat. Okay, no. Okay. Here? No? No, not here? No, that's out of the zone. I need a tree. Oh, it's here. And walk to right past it. Probably the longest anyone's ever done with that quest, but it's okay. Then I have to go up for this one. Oh, damn. How do I get up there? Does it want me to go all the way around? That can be, right? Maybe there is a stair here that I'm missing. There seems to be a stair there. Okay. Man, I need 1.1 million XP. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm not playing these, so I'll just take this. Mug. Yeah, and I'll take you as well. $937 yams. That's not close. Okay, let's go up here. That's, yeah, and then what do I have to do here? A Mughal masterpiece. I have to return with a painting, it seems like. I like their lamps, like the fluffy lamps. The Mughals kind of cooked with these. With like, this one has a stone on top. I mean, that looks pretty horrid. But like this, I like this. Comfy campfire. Here. You can get those to your personal house. Well, if there's one thing the Twitter community of this game has learned me, I was just about to say, if there's one thing the Twitter community has learned me or taught me as a observer that does not interact with that community at all, is that housing is probably more competitive than the raiding scene. Because what actual hell is happening with Final Fantasy housing? I see people getting like evicted out of their houses after like not logging in for 14 days or something like that. I have no clue what's going on in that game or in this game, but it's wild out there. Oh. I'm really not a housing guy, I do have to admit. I don't even have my house in midnight. So in true endgame, I can confirm. That is indeed the true endgame. I do agree with that. Personally, I'm always a mount collector myself. I'm not really into transmog. Well, I am into glamour, I'll say it like that, but not with the glamoring things. Glamour for me is I grind the pieces of gear and I keep the gear in my bank. And if I want to change my look, I equip that gear. That is always how I've done transmog and stuff like that. Because I think it's because they're back in the day. Yeah, it will always be like that. Like, back in the day, there wasn't a way to check other people's transmog in WoW when they applied one. So you had no clue where you look like it. And you know, it's... Yeah, I would use worse gear, even if it just because it looks better. That's been my jam all the way. Yeah, I personally don't like back in the day when people wouldn't be able to figure out what you were actually like playing as, or what your like armor was like if you weren't wearing it. Yeah, it was a green armor with a helmet. I I switched from that though. But I was a victim for it for like 10 hours. And I have figured out that this game is way better in terms of that. Because if you inspect someone, I mean, I of course can't inspect myself, I'm pretty sure. But if you inspect someone, you can like click view glamour or something like that, and it shows you the armor pieces to which it is glamour to, which is really good. Now, because I'm kind of sorry. You have friends that have been trying to get a plot for 3 to 4 years. 3 to 4 years? just pack it up at that point. Just install The Sims. Like, you should give up. I'm normally not a give it up guy. I farmed a lot of stuff for way longer than 3 to 4 years. But I don't know, man. Maybe you should give it up. Yeah, it was not a myth. Kan escena. Isael? Yeah. You're not mentally okay or this or something? You're distracted by the food? In Kubla Cup? The ambassador? Yeah, fully understand you, brother. Where do we go now? With Estinian. Okay. Damn, I have to like... Oh, there. It's, okay. I did a survey if people like this place or not. Okay. Never have I seen such determined workers, Kupo. It would have taken us moons to complete all those dreary chores and niggling errands. Niggling errands, okay, that's an interesting word. And have our labors proven to the purity of our intentions, chieftain? Without a doubt. In fact, there was never really all that much doubt to begin with. You were, after all, already friends with a fellow mogul. But you see, before any meeting with Gresvelger could take place, certain preparations needed to be made. And what better way to help you pass the time than by having you perform all the tiresome tasks that no one ever wants to do, Kupo? Okay, that's... that's a little bit of a overreaction, I do have to admit. His last words, by the way, were, "I like this place." Oh dear, the horn, bring down the horn quickly now. We blow on this wondrous instrument whenever we wish to speak with the great worm, Kupo. We haven't perhaps been treating it with the care it deserves of late, and I think Morgan may have said on it. So we need some time for cleaning and polishing and straightening. No lasting harm done though. Now you need simply head to Zenith, the worm's dwelling to the west, and give the horn a good toot. We are in your debt, chieftain. Thanks to your noble gift, we shall finally have a chance to plead our case to Gresvelger. Very possibly, yes, but I wouldn't get my hopes up too high, Kupo. The old worm isn't terribly fond of... Your concern is appreciated, but I am quite certain the Gresvelger will welcome our overtures. My monitor? Jiggling? It is. Get bumped to it. Should we ever arrive at this lair? Come, we have squandered enough time already. Bro, Estinian wants to make haste. He dips. On his own. Chieftain Moglin, we thank you for your gracious hospitality. Though we must soon take our leave, I pray that we may continue to nurture the shoots of this new-sprung friendship twixt earth and sky. Can she stop, like, throwing in plant terms, please? Like, I know that's kind of your whole thing, right? But it's starting to get annoying. Of course, Kupo. Visit us whenever you wish. Consider Moghome your home amongst the clouds. Thank you, man. I do belong in Moghome, I don't admit. My character is straight up mogging. Okay. What the hell? How was that? Oh, it's something. It's probably like a shadow there. Okay. What the hell? And Alphinaud, bring me the good news. Absolutely nothing. Oh. Alphinaud, Eredy, I do humbly thank you for what has been a most enlightening experience. Were it not for your pioneering spirit, the existence of these Mughals might never have been revealed to us. Tis we who should be thankful, Elder Seedsir. Were it not for your timely diplomacy, they would never have chosen to reveal themselves at all. And it was your presence, Kuplokop, that ultimately won us their trust. It must have taken great courage to leave the sanctuary of the Twelves Wood, and we are exceedingly glad you did. It was my pleasure, Kupo. I've made so many new friends and have so many fantastic tales to tell my kinsmuggles back home. So many fantastic tales. That's crazy. And it is to our home that we must now return. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal, my friends. Well, the crystal inside of me is not shining anymore. But thank you. Safe journey, Elder Seedsir. We too must be on our way. I look like I fit in there. My character? Yeah, right? I told you. Character's locked in. Because I'm almost primarily white, bro. The bulb reminds me of, like, you know when people cosplay Sims characters, they have like that thing on their head and it's with like a metal rod and they have the green crystal above their head. It reminds me of that. Like a guy trying to cosplay the Sims, but he forgot like what the logo was, so he just put a ball. I do think that it should be called a Muggle and not a Mughal because of the Mog station. But I'd Warrior of Light, pray attend closely to your companion, Sir Estinian. Beneath that stoical facade, a storm of anguish seethes unseen. Well, we kind of already know this, you know. He has the eye of a dragon in his hand. It's pretty obvious. Okay. Let's get out of here. I still have no clue what the name is of that instrument in English. Like a doodle sack? It may not even be that instrument that I'm referring to at all, and I'm not a musician in the slightest. I am planning though, because I think it would be fun to pick up an instrument. Mount collecting in this game is great fun. It is it? Because I do have to admit, if it's like based on the system that WoW has, as in, oh, you can only do it so many times a week with a really low drop chance and there's no challenge in it at all, I do have to admit I would not be into mount collecting if I started now. So no weekly logouts, I see. Because the thing that I liked about mount collecting is what it gave you the opportunity to play different aspects of the game that you may have not played before. For example, what's a good, like the gladiator mounts. I never really PvP'd until I saw, oh, you know what? This mount looks cool. So I found people to PvP with, and then I started PvPing because I enjoyed it, and the mount was a good bonus. But like, take for example, if I started now, and someone told me, oh, you should get Ashes of Alar, bro. It's a really cool mount. I agree, it's my favorite mount. But like, oh yeah, you should farm it now. Like, I farmed that for 12 years, and I can tell you now, that was the most boring thing I have ever done in my life. Like, I have a photo when they did a, WoW did an event where they boosted the drop rates of old raid mounts. And I, who quit and lost a lot of mounts, I quit and I didn't really take being that serious back then, decided, you know what, I'll farm it. This was almost, during that time, my weekly lockout. Keep in mind, I did not have a singular raid skip where you can skip to a certain boss. So I actually did 9 out of 9 mythic Tomb of Sargeras fully. Okay, yeah, you one-shot stuff, but it was still like 30 minutes a run, just pure walking. The amount of dungeons that I've done and raids during that period is insane. I will never do this again in my life. It was the most horrid experience of my life. And the sad part is, I still don't have all of them. And the worst part was like Nihilota, for example, because my alts didn't have gear at all. That's okay. That's good news, because that was absolutely horrid. Ooh, some actual armor. Nice. Okay, nice. Yes. I did also like the amount of competitions that like Asmongold held back in the day. I do think those were really good events. The Moundovs and the Transmog competitions. The worst are the ones that drop from extreme trials since the rays are low. However, they can drop totems, which upon obtaining 100x, you can exchange for the mount. Okay, that's really nice. That's good. It's like a pity system, a built-in pity system. That's good. But extreme trials, don't get me wrong. I may be wrong on that, right? But I'm pretty sure extreme trials are not possible on the free trial. Or maybe it's like the thingy above it. Maybe it's Savage that isn't possible. Yeah, let's just stop even. I don't care. Yeah. Wait, I have to go there. Huh? Eh. That's not possible. Let's just follow this road and we'll see what happens. Discontinued. Badge. It's insane, like how not often you get a weapon in this game. I don't deal damage, man. I'm 4 levels above this guy, and I'm fighting like my life depends on it. Okay, so I do this and this. Then we go into this, for that. Well, I could have done a triple fell cleave, I think. But this is good enough. There. I need another dino. One here. Press that button. Third leg forward. Oh, your tail. Yeah. Sure. That's... Yeah. Archaeosaur. That's funny. They're archaeologists, but dinosaurs. W name. We have to defeat this mean dragon. Oh, there's 3 of them. I felt need to die. Sure, I guess. Oh, dog leaving. You know what? I actually think it's better to single target here. I don't know why, but it feels like it. I think Fell Cleave is just so strong that it's always better to use it. I think my single target is actually better to use than my multi-target rotation. I do have a feeling though that there's like something I missed. I think, you know what? I'm not gonna like overthink it. There's no reason to change the locations of a lot of my spells. You know? I can just do this. Like how it was before. It's decent. Even though I do have to admit that Overpower probably shouldn't be on E and Berserk should be on E, but I can live with it. Oh, Aether Current. Or people that actually had to get out of their way to get these. They're just playing the open now. Nice. Give me that. Here. Holy. Wait, are my boots also not of that type? No, those are Sky Raider boots. Oh. Yeah, something horn. Is this where we need to blow the horn? Speak with a guy. All the way in the other, like, country. Okay. Yeah, I'm becoming less Mowgli. Well, it was fun while it lasted, you know. being a Mughal doesn't give my team a lot of comfort that I can withstand a lot of blows. So let's just call it self-sacrifice for the team's sake. Here we are. Okay. Combat bikinis is the highest armor. This this is I was about to say this is not a Asian game, but it is. So I can actually just believe that. I'm not gonna lie. I know in WoW that was never the case, but having played some Lost Ark, I know that I know that is sometimes the actual reality. That discombobulation. We have Sherlock Holmes in the building here. Discombobulate. I have never even watched that movie, but that's such a good fucking clip. Throw a wet towel in his face. Discombobulate. The sad part is that the reverse is also true. If the enemy is in a bikini, your party suddenly also can't figure it out anymore. They are kind of stealing our techniques. Maybe that is the reason why WoW never made bikini enemies. The dead gamers would get cooked. That's why Warlock is the strongest class in PvP, man. They have the succubi. They're cooked. Amphitheater. What? The name of this dragon is an amphitheater? That's a place. This place is an amphitheater, from what I can tell. Why are you named after the place, bro? Like, you need to like put something else behind it, like amphitheater dragon or something, and not just the place. That's like calling the radish that comes from like I don't know what place. Just that the name of the place. Like, no, that's not how it works. You have to call it the something radish. You can't just call it that. I'm gonna order a Brazilian. It sounds pretty cooked if you're just referring to Brazilian nuts. Like, you need to lock in there. And this guy got a bundle of sticks. I found out a new word for a bundle of sticks today, which I won't say, but it was in the Lord of the Rings book. And I was like, hey, that's, and why would you call wood that word? And it's like, oh, that's why you would call wood that word. But I'm pretty sure if I say it on Twitch, I get cooked. So let's just not mention it. But I was really confused because I was just reading it and suddenly like, what the hell is wrong? What's with this wood? Few things compared to the simple pleasure of sitting beside a crackling campfire of one's own making. Why is this guy so like romantic? It's not that deep. So speaks the great explorer. Until recently, you wouldn't have recognized firewood if it came with kindling and a flint. Okay. True. The noble guy. 'Tis well you instructed me so patiently then. But yes, left to my own devices, I would have been compelled to signal to Whoa, I completely forgot how to pronounce the name. Um, Isael. Isael with a pile of damp leaves. I was born the pampered son of Charlean dignitary, and alongside my twin became the youngest student ever to be accepted into the studium. How proud I was to match the wits with scholars and philosophers. How ignorant of my own shortcomings. That hubris invited manipulation and betrayal, and led to the downfall of the science. We all of us are guilty of similar ignorance. How many men laid down their lives, never knowing what it is they fought for, never questioning that which they have been taught to believe. It was only upon meeting Grasvelger that I learned the truth hidden within our own history. Were it not for that chance encounter, I would never have vowed to tear down the Holy See and expunge the falsehood with which it fans the flames of conflict. I would have lived and died in ignorance. That is the truth. But that doesn't make sense. Has driven me to do terrible things. I cannot deny, but I would rather sin in the pursuit of peace than imagine myself virtuous for perpetuating a needless war. If this journey has taught me anything, it is the importance and difficulty of holding to one's convictions in the face of failure, of striving always to replace one's ignorance with knowledge. Yeah, sometimes you just have to be ignorant to some stuff. Like you should never try to be all-knowing. You're not omnipotent. Or is it omnipotent or omniscient? What's the difference? No, taskbar, you need to like lock in here. How is OBS overriding you? Okay, what is it? Omnipotence. All powerful. Okay, so it's not omnipotent. It's omnipresent, omnisentient. No, what the hell is it? No, omnipresent is everywhere. Yeah, that. Omniscience, yeah.
The book's omniscient narrator.
Omniscient. Oh, wait.
Omniscient.
Omniscient. Yeah, omniscient. What's American then?
Omniscient.
Omniscient. Oh, they just throw away a little bit of syllables, do they? Syllables.
Omniscient.
Omniscient. Okay. Even now, I struggle to acknowledge the misconceptions under which I have labored. Sitting here amongst these grand ruins, how can I deny that man and dragon once lived in peace? But for all that such an age existed, we are now in a time of war. Nidhogg killed my family, and no quirk of history will exonerate him. I may be ignorant of how the Dragon's Tongue War began, but if we do not put an end to this conflict now, I can say for a certainty that it will only breed more vengeful souls such as mine. Probably true. What did he do? Oh, he threw a stick in the fire. In my hands resides the power to vanquish a great worm. If Ishgard's survival rests on me wielding that power, I will slay Nidhogg myself. Orders or no. Oh, she doesn't like that. Estinian, you gave your word. My word is contingent upon the success of our parley. Show me the strength of your convictions, Lady Iceheart. Convince Grasvelger of the righteousness of your cause. True. I mean, if she fails, what are we gonna do? Just turn around? Like, that's not happening, bro. That's not happening. I'm putting him down myself. Doubt not, but that I shall, Dragoon. Well, winds willing, we shall have our answers on the morrow. Let us sleep now and face our fate with the rising of the sun. Okay. I don't add a lot of combro to the game, do I? I didn't say a word that night. My character really needs to lock in. Um, I, I will get enough gil in my life. Let's just pick the other thingy. Oh, here, pants. Black pants. Okay. Heart of Ice. Oh yeah, that's a boss fight. You can tell, you can tell. I don't think it is, but... I'm kinda desperate here for a boss fight. Blow the horn on top of the... okay, that's far. Okay. My chocobo not walking faster now? Or am I making it up? No, it's not. I'm making that up. Okay. This is a cool ass place though, I don't admit. Well, I don't really like the big building behind it, I don't admit. I think this like weird color thingy, leaf petal thing, I don't like it. But the golden plated dragon architecture I do like, with like the crystals and stuff. Fuck with it heavily. This is like made out of marble. Oh, okay. Wait, can I even? No. Panic for nothing. Now we have to go up. Up, up, up. Right here? Damn. This is the tallest tower, what the hell? Wow. Wow, what the hell is that? Purple thingy. That's a bad place probably. Purple equals bad. That's how it goes in these games. That's a destination. Let me take a... Wait. The camera wasn't fully in the corner. Let me take a bathroom break, BRB. Because I need to lock in here. Been drinking way too much water. Holy, I come back and I can instantly ban 2 bots. Oh, thank you. That's 1. And that's 2. There we go. See you later, alligator. put a tiny bit of salt in my water because I have the feeling that I keep drinking and drinking, but I don't actually have enough electrolytes to absorb the water. So I kind of just am drinking for nothing. So I was like, you know what? I'll put a little bit of salt in it. That should do something. That may be wrong because I'm not a chemist. My chemistry is very limited. Okay, this will be voice acted, right? That is. Oh, it is, but autoplay isn't on. There. There. He looks cool as fuck, I do admit. He looks like a lion.
なんだこれはドラゴン族の言語かだが頭の中に直接響くようなこの感覚は
ああ清流よ覚えておいででしょうかかつて私はドラバニアの地であなたに出会い全てを知ったものです真実をそしてあなたが愛した芝の心を
スノスケにし
な私は芝の魂を呼び下ろしこの身に宿すことで知ったのです彼女の汚れなき心を
He's not gonna like that.
リスオムウェスアナシエスキエンエシキアンシスリエスシ
私は竜と人との融和を願い彼女の芝のよりしろとな
Calling
った
him
の
my
です
love is a little bit weird, not gonna lie. Oh, he used the word here. Thank you, man.
Non shi esh oli in esh in el oli I'm for is el mi an il ankin lis nesk nedi granan eskian unkin nesh ikin nesh
Oh, yikes.
Esk esh et all Esk esh easy lis nice
そんなそれでは私は
It was not Sheila, bro.
Esh edi in esk Non esi somi shisi shi
Yikes. Okay.
清流よ だがそれでも我々は命を賭してこの地に来た。竜と人の因果を断ち切るためここまで歩んできたのです。その心だけは決して幻想などではない。どうかこの不毛な争いを止めるためにあなたの力を。
Esk ein ison ul an, dran il ul esk afashi.
Oh, okay, I'm getting a whole story.
Losken stari straridan, lar hesne schnell. Tohamaftar, feskdu foan istrasi, on lis esta ithon. Sai if in ned, or ratatoska, stre mornin. Seski amman isna, kasea, tjenened monikel, eskian, hesnes is hesnes as list.
Let's go.
Is lufta, sit stra antu Tish an es elna. Sit moni ratatoska nisheg ed, for always in dar. Kal Egmon thorn en Yui, ale fei in leita, working uskin in. San hes shisnishka, stadrana mohi.
Poking at his tail.
Snowdoan kin, ulteda maas mornish.
But like, this guy is also missing an eye, and I thought we had Nidhogg's eye, so like I may have just forgotten
それを
the
信じろ
story.
というのか。俺たちイシュガルドの民が聞いて育ってきた千年戦争のそれとはあまりに異なる。
Mixai eski listain, non miki shisikin, kua ala ain el. Sai an usin fa an thon nizeg. Non wo I alamon a. Skor esk mig I es. Nes so I an on in, do in an, olodran.
異端者たちのことか。
Sale, orn I nesh iratatoska kin for elna. Sith is nesh dokin.
No clue what that score is, but sure.
まさか
Is ros esh idran, oloson in
Okay, yeah, sure. Turning your enemy into dragons, into your like part of your own. It's crazy.
見たことがあるぞ。異端者たちがドラゴンの姿に変身するのを。なんということだ。では我々やイシュガルドの民が戦ってきたドラゴン族の中にも。
Bro is killing his own people. That's crazy.
常々思っていたことがある。ニーズヘックが本気になればいつでもイシュガルドなど滅ぼせるだろうにと。これで特進が言った。粒子戦争を続けることが奴にとっての復讐であり、妹に捧げる鎮魂歌というわけか。
Kinda crazy. Using their own people against them in their war. That's crazy.
やはり人の裏切りが発端だというなら目を返してシャイを伝えなくては。
Nah, not this like I live longer so time is irrelevant for me bullshit. I never understood this trope. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like we called it a year, but a year is just the Earth spinning around the sun. It doesn't matter how long you live. Like it takes the same amount of time for you as it does for him. Like I don't know, man. I still remembered it like it was yesterday. Like, well, if you're like that omniscient, how the hell have you still not figured out that a year has passed? Like, how have you not figured out that we have done a circle around the around the sun, brother? Like, you need to look in here. That fellow girl was every bit as awe-inspiring as I imagined. Sure. Typical boomer talk. Bro. And we got the pants. Bam. The outfit is coming together. Now we just need some good boots and we're set. And probably gauntlets. I don't know, these ones are pretty decent. Well,
さて、お前たちはこれからどうするつもりなんだ？俺はこのまま東に向かうが。
東へ？何があるというんだ？
俺の持つ竜の目を通じて奴の気配を感じる。その先に竜の巣があるはずだ。
the Airy?
ニーズヘックが住まうもう一つの宮殿がな。
まさか貴様。
今さら止めるつもりではなかろうな。俺は約束通りフレースベルグとの対話のためこれまで力を貸してきた。 氷の巫女よ。お前の試みが失敗した今、コートを救う方法はただ一つ。ニーズヘックを撃つ。それだけだ。
人が犯した罪の深さを聞いてなお、それでも粒子戦争を続けるつもりか。
いいや、ここでケリをつけてやるさ。俺の手でニーズヘックを殺す。
待ってくれ。賞賛はあってのことなのか。今も感じたフレースベルグのとてつもない
You
力。
have me.
ニーズヘッグ
You
も
have me.
その七大天竜の一翼なんだ
Let
ぞ。
me at him.
イシュガルドの守りを固め、全戦力を投じて迎撃してさえ勝てるかどうか。それを敵地に乗り込んで倒すなどと。
手はあるさ。こちらには竜の目があるからな。
Yeah,
光
see?
の戦士の
He
協
knows
力
it.
があれば
Estinian knows
やりようはあ
it.
る。
He knows I'm the goat.
とはいえ、奴の居所をつかまなければ話にならん。いずれにせよ、まずは竜の巣を見つけるのが先決だ。
なんという狂乱の歴史なのだ。結局血で血を洗うことでしか解決できないのか。
This guy really needs to log the fuck in.
歴史とは
I'm gonna
そ
get
う
the
いう
bug.
ものだ。
Alphinaut, you need to log in.
そしてそれは人も同じ。俺の手が竜の血に染まろうとも、俺は今やれることをやる。
何もできなかった。
Okay.
私
She's,
のしてきた
she's
こ
getting a
とは、
midlife crisis.
私は夢を見ていたのか。すべては氷結の幻想だと。
放っておけ。今のそいつに何を
Oh,
話しても無
the
駄。
goat.
貫く意志の槍が折れたやつにもはや用はない。
Imagine being told that like your whole existence was a lie you told yourself, and then and bro is like, yeah, I'm not waiting for this, brother. Good luck out there. The goat, the goat. Here, 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 bam. Can I jump off here? Yeah, let's go. Ameno. Yeah, cool place. Woo. Okay, so search, defeat enemies is to search for the area. I don't think that's how you pronounce it at all, by the way, but like I'm kind of biased because of my own username. To admit. Bam! Bam bam! Holy. Backed up. See you later, buddy. All the way over there. Okay. Oh, now that song is in my head. I know. I have that a lot, I'm not gonna lie. Like, do you guys often have like the problem of having a song stuck in your head for like multiple days? I have it a lot, and I do have to admit, it's really annoying. Because even though you're not listening to the song, it's still in your head and you're still experiencing the song, I guess. So when it comes up again and you hear it back in your like your playlist or something, you're like, man, I've heard this song so many times already. I don't know, man. I'm not in the mood for that song, even though you've only heard it like once in the last 2 days. It's like, but you're kind of like speed running or ruining the song now. That's basically what you're doing. And I do have to admit, I don't like it. Oh, if you use a global CD too late, it will eat into your other buttons. Off CD, I mean. I didn't know that. Probably should have figured it out before, but... Can I scout this real quick? I don't like this being cloudy. Yeah, thank you. Can I do the same with this? No, that's a hill. Edge. Yeah, this place looks a little bit less fun. The Archaeosaurus place, I'm not a big fan of it. It's pretty boring. Like, I don't know, it doesn't give me the feeling that this is a broken version of the Zenith. Like, it doesn't give me that idea. I don't know. It's like they removed all color. Like, this were probably like gems in here and this was gold or something. But because they just decided to remove all the color, there's no like distinguishable features here. And if we're being honest, like metals don't, as far as I know, deteriorate like that. Amphitheater and waiting. So funny name. Oh. Amphitheater straggler. He was straggling behind. You know what? I do have to admit, I do like the design of these things. Like, they are obviously dragons, right? But they look... Well, they're wyverns, actually, not dragons, because their forearms are part of their wings, making them wyverns. I'm trying to... There was like... I saw a chart placed like a long time ago of like every dragon and like at what moment it turns into like a wyvern and what moment it turns into a worm and all that stuff like that. I don't fully remember it anymore, I do admit. But that's like one that that's one I did not forget. Pull you. Let's pull you. And you. And you. Come here. Wait, what? You reset? No, you can't do that to me. Let's pull this guy then. Okay. I do have to admit, one thing that I dislike about Final Fantasy's combat is the limit of global cooldowns that you can put between spells. Like in WoW, if I want to, I can cast every global cooldown that I have. Or at least it's so not limited, and I mean so like little scenarios where it would actually like be a problem, the amounts that I'm using, that I don't even like remember it ever being an issue. But here it's very obvious that like if you do enough of global cooldown too late, or you can only do 2, I think, even, which is a little bit annoying, I have to admit. I even have a feeling that there's like an actual delay between the off-glow and bubble now. Like even if you can only fit in 2, it's not like you can press both of them at the beginning. It's like, yeah, double weave off-glow dual line. Yeah, so like you press it right after your previous button, and I think there's like a little delay, and then the other one is right before the other button. It feels like that, which I do have to admit feels a little bit goofy. Feels like I'm playing at higher ping, I'll say it like that.
かつて我々は乱心ガルーダの風壁を突破し、奴の居城に攻め入ったことがある。
Yeah, that was with an airship. We do not have that.
シドに助力を仰ごう。
Oh, I guess
あ
we
の
do.
時と同じようにね。
Like worlds where electricity isn't a thing. It's always funny how they still have like phones, basically. Like, oh yeah, let's just communicate via the Aetherite net. But my guy, like you managed to figure out how magic works with these stones, but you somehow have not figured out how to boil water. What are you doing, man? Like you really need to step it up here. It's like you boil water and you have steam, and you make sure that steam like moves something. He said as he knows absolutely nothing about how electricity is generated via a steam engine. But like, you just cook some water, man. Elegant tech, yeah. But it's like, they have robots and all that stuff. Like, how can you have... Where is it? Where are mounts? Mounts? Mounts. How can you have Magitech armor? How did you figure this shit out? But you somehow have not figured out how to boil water. You're missing something here, man. Grab a pan and go to work. Like, lock in. They needed boy/girl scouts. Is that what you learn in the scouts? I've never been a scout. I have no clue what they actually do. Very well. Thank you. Scouting. Ugh, I never liked the idea. It always felt like a way for your parents to just get rid of you. I don't know, man. I don't know. Wait, what? Where do we have to go? Here? Well... Wait. Oh, no, I have to go back to Isengard. Okay, but before we do that, let's pick up this quest and then TP there. And it's like, oh yeah, but it's not actually sending you away because it's really fun and like this and that and so and so. And it's like, you could have just done the activity that the scouts are doing with your kid as a parent. I mean, it's not that hard to go into a forest and like, you know, do a little bit of that stuff. Like the guys that are going with your kid are like 16, 17. Like if they figured it out, like you can do it as well. Lock in here. Wikipedia, like 1 hour of ChatGPT and you figured it out. I have faith in them. Hi ChatGPT, I need to No, 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 no. If they have access to their phone and mobile data, I think they have a chance, man. ChatGPT, I'm dropped into the woods and I don't know how to survive. Give me a step-by-step analysis and guide on how I should survive one day in the wilderness. This is an excellent question for a really bad dilemma, and you get some bullshit. Can make a pancake in a pan. Oh, so he's like me. He's like me. The only thing that I can cook is a well-done steak, and that's how I like my steak. And the first time I tried to do it, I tried to pepper my steak, and I didn't know that pepper had to be grounded. So I just put the full balls, like, you know, the ones that are like that size or something. I just put them on my steak. It wasn't edible. That's all I can tell you. Peppercorns, yeah. I just put that straight on my steak. But not like, so, you know, pepper sauce of course has them. But yeah, peppercorn sauce has them. But they're like scarcely. I am talking about if this was my steak, so it was well done, so it was brown, like here, wow, that's the steak. It wasn't like, oh, there's a ball here and a ball here and like that. No, no, no. I used it like it was the actual powder thingy. So it was basically just like this. That was my steak. It was, you could not see the steak. Yeah, so that didn't work. That it wasn't edible. Yeah, I do not recommend it. Yeah, and I have never tried to make an egg in my life. And then I tried cooking one other time. It was like minced meat and like rolled into balls in like sauce, like sweet and sour sauce with some like extra stuff. I don't know the names of the sauces. They were like all Eastern sauces. And I tried making that, and I had no clue what I was doing. So I was just putting stuff in that probably shouldn't be in there at all. Just putting it in there, no clue what I was doing. Yeah, sure. And my mother was like, yeah, we didn't make food for ourselves, so we will just eat what you made as well. And I was like, nah, if it sucks now, I'm absolutely cooked, because I just messed up food for 3 people. And turns out it was so good that my mother started giving out portions to other people in the family. And now I'm like sometimes pressured to make it again. But that's like asking someone who just like accidentally hit a backflip to do it again. It's like I have absolutely zero clue what I did. I have no clue what sauces I used, no clue in what proportions, and I don't know how long I cooked stuff. So I don't know how to do it. Yes, give me these new earrings. Let's see them. Okay, that must be really annoying. Like you have a metal dagger hanging next to your ear, and then you have some like ringing thingies. That's probably like the loudest earring. Yeah, I do have to admit, your boy was proud of himself. Like, yeah, I did this. I cooked. And now I'm like, I will forever live in the shadow of that moment. But I'm like a really cheap guy, so my food most of the time is, for example, if I eat pizza myself, I buy a box frozen pizzas that are 3 pizzas in one box and it's $3 for the 3 pizzas. That's what I get. So I eat dinner for $2 that day, which in my opinion is a W deal. And if I eat something else, for example, noodles or something, I get the noodle dish for for also like $2. that's my strat, and I put it in a microwave. The microwave is my goat. Wait, this is not the right way, is it? No, it's so not. It's so not. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I should probably just like learn to cook if I'm gonna keep it a buck, but I don't know, man. I don't wanna. I don't wanna. And the biggest problem with me is that I really dislike working with raw meat. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the taste of meat, but I really don't like working with it. Yeah, true. Frozen veggies are the goat. Yeah, I don't know what like the hate against frozen food is. It's also like I'm convinced it's like a psyop, because there are some dishes, for example, that you can buy frozen, and don't get me wrong, there are also some bad ones, but there are some dishes frozen that you just cannot match. Like, you cannot match the pure optimized recipe and optimized everything, like price, ingredients, ratios. You cannot manage them. That shit will always be better. And like, one thing, for example, what's a really good example of that? Well, you won't know it because it's a typical thing from my country. Oh, here. It is a frikandel. It's a frikandel. This is a sausage, and you get 20 pieces for $2. It is around. This is a ruler of 15 centimeters. It is around this length. Ruler plus this. Most people, when they order it from a restaurant, it's also a national thing here, but it's not a real restaurant, will pay $2.30 a piece and will only eat one with some fries. That's like a insane classic dish in my country. This is kind of our national dish. And you can buy 20 of these sausages for $2.30, which is the same as one in the place that they cook it. And trust me when I say this, it tastes the exact same. And if you try to make that shit yourself, you will fail. You cannot do that. It's like some hidden tech that they don't want you to know is in here. And it's the best shit you've ever had in your life. You can also get like, we have a lot of these snacks that are cheap as hell. Like, we have 36 pieces of chicken nuggets, some is it goulash in English? No, it's like something. Anyway, like meat stew. I don't know the name. They are goated, and my country is like the goat in it. And how expensive are fries? Let's see. Fries are a kilo for $1. So for 2.5 kilos, it costs you 2.5 euro, while normal potatoes would cost you like around the same. Okay, it costs the exact same, but it's already cut, so you don't even have to do it. Oh, they're 100% hoping to buy it in a restaurant. Like, my country has a culture. It's called the frituur, or the friterie, or the fritkot. This is kind of our national restaurant. It is... They sell all these snacks for an insane amount of money with fries, and most people eat it in every Friday. Yeah, and they buy it indeed from the factory themselves. I can tell you now, there is a saying in my country that if you fail to become rich when you open a place like this, it's because you're probably brain dead. Because there's no way to fail. It doesn't matter. Like in my town, to give you an idea, there's only like 1,000 people in my town. I have a small ass town. There are 3 of these places here, all within a 10-minute walk of each other, and all of them are filled. They are filled. Every Friday, you don't want to know. It's insane the amount of money you make with this thing. And somehow, some people are still failing. And it's like, it's just a known thing that if you fail with opening that, you're probably just cooked. You should just quit. And even though we all know that, most people will still go multiple times a week to a place like that. Wait, I'm done with my quest here. What am I doing? Let's TP back. And I do have to admit I'm a victim to that as well. Like, we have... My family, for example, just has a Fries Friday. Like, that is what we call it. Fries Friday. Yeah, you say convenience, and I agree, but I'm not oversimplifying this when I say how to make it. You get the snack and you put it in oil and you wait 20 minutes. You don't have to do anything else. That's it. And you have your food. It's the most it's actually just as low effort as putting something in the microwave, but just in oil. You're just frying it. So like, the only convenience that you're getting is that you still have to go to the place. And it's not like, and to give you an idea, everyone has that in their home. Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it is. But maybe it won't be successful because it's not ingrained in your culture, you know? Like here, it's just our thing. Like if you ask a Belgian what's like Belgian food, he will tell you that. It's fries with snacks. That's our Belgian food. I mean, we also have chocolate and waffles, but yeah, you guys probably do. you guys probably do. Maybe you can lock in, man. Yeah, you can import it from my country and you can make bank. And while the French may say that it's their invention, it's not, it's ours. You fry ice cream and candy bars. Sticks of butter? Okay, but now, now you're playing with me. Now you're playing with me. You are not frying ice cream, candy bars, or sticks of butter. That's a joke. That sounds disgusting indeed. What the hell? Sticks of butter, man. What? Ugh. It's also like the most unhealthy thing I've ever heard in my life. Fried butter. Like you're asking for a heart condition. Okay. In Texas? I want to visit Texas, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I've heard a lot about Texas, and I'm going there to Texas. Well, to America, to be honest. Yeah, Texas barbecue, man. I'm going on a vacation to America in like a year and a half or something like that. And I think Texas is like, I think we have to stop there. But I do think we will spend most of our time on the, I think we'll like divide it equally between East Coast and West Coast. No, I'm not giving fried butter a shot. I have an open mind to food, don't get me wrong, but my open mind does not include just pure death. Yeah, I heard the West Coast has like cool nature stuff, which I do want to see. Like I think the Grand Canyon is in Nevada, is it not? Or something like that? Hold. A European is trying to guess US geography. The Grand Canyon. Oh, states. It's in Arizona. Well, that's only below Nevada. So you can give me a little bit of slack on that. I know my states. I know where Arizona is, and I know it's under Nevada. So I kind of locked in here. Wait, where do I have to go? The last video. Better than most Americans. Yeah, I had like, when I was in uni, because I failed a lot of uni stuff, don't get me wrong, and I'm starting it again in September. When I was in uni and I was not failing my first year of IT, and I was so bored, I started learning every country in the world and the states of America. So now I have to admit, I am a pretty good trivia guy if it comes to geography. Just because I was bored. Yeah, the hardest zone, I do have to admit, is Oceania. I didn't even like really try that zone, I have to admit, because most of them are just island groups and not like really, like, you know, it's like... Yeah, in Europe it is actually pushed a lot, because you're like kind of forced, you know, to learn the capitals of every European country, and you have to of course know the countries in the European Union. But the European school system, it doesn't punish slacking off, which I am the actual living proof of that. If you just need to get a 50%, and getting 50% is really easy on most things. But like it's kind of divided like this. Like our our 100%, like let's say this is the full square, and you need to get 50. That's so not in half. Wait, here. You need to get 50 to pass. Oh, fly, please fuck off. We have made it so that the easy stuff, that's very easy, takes up around 40% of the square. Okay, I really want it to be filled. I'm not gonna lie. Can I do that? Wait, no. Like this. This takes up like 40% of square. Then you have the tricky stuff. The tricky stuff, oh, it's not, that's not the right filament border. Then you have the tricky stuff that you can figure it out if you know, if you pay a little bit of attention, if you make some well-calculated guesses, you can figure that out. And then you're at like a 75%. And your last 20% is the zone of death. This is stuff that they didn't teach you this stuff. You are supposed to extrapolate that from your knowledge and apply it to that. Which means that for geography, this are your neighboring countries with the neighboring capitals and the most known capitals in the world. Like, well, Moscow, even though it's not even close to me. Oh yeah, and that's in Russia. These are the they're close. They're close by, but you don't hear a lot of people talking about them. Slovenia, Slovakia. They're close by, but you don't hear those a lot. And then here you get like no one knows who you are, like Bosnia Herzegovina and Montenegro. Like no one has any clue about these things. And those are the last 20%. No one knows the capital of those places. So that's how like everything is with our school system, and it kind of cooks a lot of people. Yeah, it's not too bad. It gives you enough. Like, I think that their goal is it gives you enough to participate in daily conversations about those things. Like if someone says, "Oh yeah, I went to Czech Republic," you're not like, "Oh, where's the Czech Republic?" It gives you enough to at least know where it is situated. But it doesn't give you enough to like actually know what's up with the Czech Republic. Like, oh, what's the capital of that? I don't know. I know the capital of the Czech Republic. I have no clue. And every year, the blue box gets bigger and bigger because the level of our education is going down and down. Yeah, people they will know enough to differentiate countries and continents. Nah. I heard some like street interviews sometimes of Americans and they're completely cooked. They're completely cooked sometimes. It is kind of funny. I do have to admit. Everdy, Alphinaud, how fare you both? Not terribly well, judging by your faces. Africa as a country. Yeah, Africa, yeah. Well, EU knows a lot about Africa because we are kind of forced to, think about it and the history there. Greetings, Mr. Galron. I am sure it will come as little surprise when I tell you we have need of favor. Like Belgium and the Congo, trust me, we learn about that for half a year. Half a year it's about the Congo. We even go on a city trip to the old zoo, which had people in it and not animals. Yeah, that's a trip here. Another wind barrier, and you say it was conjured by Nidhogg? Yeah. The Enterprise could certainly take you where you need to go, but she would not fare well against dragons. She's agile for a ship her size, but not that agile. The Dravadians would fly rings around her. And if you took it into their heads to incinerate the rigging, there would be precious little we could do to avoid them. But there must be something we can do? Some manner of weapon we could employ? Estinian stands vigil at the edge of the churning mists, but we do not know how much longer. Alright. I didn't say it was impossible. I said it was impossible for the Enterprise. We need a smaller boat. Biggs, Wedge, it's time we gave that new toy of yours a proper field test. They made their own ship? Okay. It's probably best if I let the lads show you. Come on, the manufacturer is not that far. Well, it will be far for me, because I will end it here, because it's 3 a.m. So we will start going to the inn. It is always funny how every time I log in, it turns day. I log out, it turns day. It's like this game is actually trying to. It has something against me, man. It doesn't want me to go to bed at night. And the Forgotten Night here. The best time to play, yeah, 3 a.m. Now I need to lock in. I need to wake up early for Disney, which will absolutely cook me. I don't know how I'm gonna survive that. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I will probably just sleep a bit in the car. Yeah. The heat is actually it's scary, man. The heat is gonna be a real. I will need to wrap the hat probably. I'll have to swallow the pill that I will have to swallow the hat pill. So I should look for a hat today. I think that would be the smartest decision here. Some festive one? Yeah, I can buy a hat with like those ears, those Mickey Mouse ears. No, I would never. I'm not a fan of Disney. I do admit. I'm only going there to help my grandma. Well, not help, because my grandma wants to go there. And a spinner hat. Okay. I am not 5. I am across even the tens. I'm not even a teen. I would not be able to rock the propeller hat. That it's not cut out for me anymore. I may look 15. Okay, no, that's a little bit of a self-glaze. My hairline does not look 15. Well, it was already cooked at 15, but that's a different story. Anyway, we will leave it here. I hope everyone enjoyed. I hope everyone has a good afternoon, a good night, a good evening, a good dinner, or whatever it is over there. Yeah, I will not be streaming for some time. But I will be streaming Sunday when I return. So you can look out for that, I guess. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.